Yo fam, what's good, what's good, how's everyone? Appreciate you guys for coming on back for another Legend Lost Sector video on Concealed Void. This time we are on Europa, and this one is not a hard one. And guess what? The Titan chest piece is back up again, so make sure you go and get it. So if you head on to Eventide Ruins, head on down to Concealed Void. This one has Anti-Barrier and Overload champions again. Now I run it twice, once with a bit of a average loadout, and then the other one with a loadout that I preferably would run, which includes Anarchy and Breach and Clear. So both runs are fairly easy. It's not too hard. You are going to have a few shields here. There's going to be some Arc, some Void, and some Solar, but realistically, you only need to worry about the Solar if you run the way that I do. So, and if you do need to worry about the Servitor at the end, you can throw a grenade if you run a Void class. As I said, mix up your loadouts if you need to, but this one is not hard at all. You just take a little bit of pace off your run at the start, and then you can push on through. So straight off the bat, you are going to get an Overload champion, as you'll see straight off the bat. You can make pretty quick work of it, and you'll get a Solar Shield, a big shank at the start, and then it's pretty much home sailing from there. So pick off these using either your Scout or your Hand Cannon. Once again, explosive payload hand cannon is a must to stun those champions quicker, the Overload champions. If you don't, you can use an SMG. As you can see what I do here, I quickly just stun the champion, and then I throw a rocket into him, and it's all she wrote. So push on through, kill the rest of these ads. Now, these ads will kill you if you do not kill them. There's some Vandals in the distance. Make sure you take them down pretty quick. As you can see, popping them off. And then to your left here, there is the shank, the giant heavy shank that I was talking about. So just continue to keep peppering away at the ads. Once again, you got plenty of lives up your sleeves. Don't worry if you do die. But ideally, you want to practice trying not to die, especially if you want to end up in that, the in-game activities like Grandmasters and stuff like that. So push on through. Now, so many people still do not have this Titan chest piece, guys. Farm it if you do not have the Titan chest piece. Even if your Titan is, not the greatest of characters and you don't play it, that Titan chest piece is overpowered. Now, there's a captain there that does have an arc shield. As you can see there, I hit it with a rocket, and it does get rid of it pretty quickly. There's solar burn on here, so solar does do extra damage. So something like your, a Titan or if you're running a Titan, you'd be running the Thunder Crash, but if you're not running a Titan, you're running, say, your Hunter, something like a Golden Gun would do pretty quick work of the boss at the end as well. So Servitor's the Anti-Barrier, knock him down. I just use a rocket here to get rid of it pretty quick. Push through. Now, take in mind that this is not my preferred loadout. I'm running this loadout. This is a loadout to get the job done. I do have a loadout that I do prefer to run, which you'll see at the end of the video. It's the one that I prefer to run just for speed. I do really like using the rocket launcher though. It is a very good option. It does clear things pretty quickly, but when you get to the boss, just having that Breach and Clear is a fast way to clear that boss, and that's where I think the speed difference is in the two strats. Overload just up there. Now be careful here that there is the Vandal up the top there and that Overload paired together. They do slap pretty hard, and you will find yourself, you will lose a few lives just here. So if you just kind of use that little ledge there as cover, and then push on through. Now you will get slowed up in here, which is really annoying. Get a hit of these ads here. Use a grenade if you need to knock them down. Clear these little ads there, and then we've got another Overload champion, and we're to the boss room. So it's not a huge lost sector by any means, but as I said, you should be able to clear this one pretty quickly. I think my quickest run's down in the low 3s. You want to be aiming for around that, probably around that 4 to 5 minute run. If you're a bit slower than that, that's fine. You do have a fair bit of time up your sleeves, but look, I don't know if it's proven or not, but the faster you do go, I find that I do get exotic drops. Now I run this back to back twice. One with this loadout, then one with my preferred loadout, and I got an exotic to drop both times, and both times were under 5 minutes. So, I don't know whether it's a real thing or not. I nearly had a fail here. Ideally, you want to get rid of those shanks before you move over. I was just trying to rush, I think. Overload champion. There is a Vandal at the back there when you first get there, so just make sure you take that out as quick as you can as well. Otherwise, he does hurt a little bit. Once again, lots of heavy dropping for me, so that does help me quite a lot, especially using a rocket launcher. Down here, you will find there's little few ads to the left-hand side. Get rid of those quickly. Don't have to use a rocket, you can use a Scout. And there's 2 more that spawns just over to the right. As soon as you get rid of those 4 ads, you will spawn the boss. And now get ready to DPS the boss. Now, this is not my quickest way to finish this boss off. As I said, I kind of whiffed that Nova Bomb a little bit there. But you'll see the difference between this run and my next run and what Breach and Clear does do for the boss damage. So I'm just having to sit here and pepper the ads and trying to maintain. So this is where the breaching clear does come in handy. So you don't necessarily have to use Anarchy. You could use another rocket launcher, another grenade launcher that you did have. But I just find that you know, Anarchy with that tick damage, as always, Anarchy the pinnacle of all PvE weapons in my opinion. And just got to continue to keep peppering these ads and getting rid of them. As I said, I'm having to rely heavily on the rocket to do the damage to the boss. Something with lasting impression probably would benefit a little bit here, but I didn't have it. I'm using my code Duilio solely and wholly because it's a readily available rocket launcher. And that should be it. Done and dusted. Grab your loot, and Bob's your uncle. Now this is the loadout that I would prefer to run here. Now the only thing I forgot to change was I didn't put an exotic on for my armor, and I didn't change the top tree Nova Bomb. I think I prefer the top tree Nova Bomb just because you can sort of hit it and forget it. The bottom tree sort of sits, and if the boss does move, it doesn't continue to damage. So, but you'll see here the differences between the two is quite vast. I'm not going to talk as much in this one, so you guys can just enjoy it. But this one, yeah, as I said, it's pretty much the same strat, except instead of using a rocket launcher, I'm using an Anarchy. So I'm setting on the champions and continuing to keep popping the champions where I can, and that is how I do it. So pop, hit the Anarchy on it. And, yeah, as you can see there. The breaching clear just it's such a fantastic perk to have to our you know, at our beck and call. Next season it will be disappearing and we'll have something different. But don't worry, I will be making videos around that stuff as well. So as I said, sit back and enjoy. Hopefully you can pick some tips from this one to try and speed your runs up a little bit. And you know, optimize your loadouts for you. Hopefully you guys can get some good loot. As I said, the goal here is to get those chest pieces. There's some very good chest pieces in the game, but the main one that you want to be after is the Titan one. If you do not have it, it is absolutely broken. If you already have it, make sure you go farm for some better stats on it. You know, you might want to get a yeah, more intellect one or something like that. So farm for some better stats on it, and you know, let me know your times in the chat. Let me know what loot you get. Thanks very much, team. I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you. Stay groovy, stay safe as always. Deuces. Well guys, we're here on the boss room. This one's easy. If you've made it this far, I do appreciate you guys for the support, and you know, I want to continue to make good content for you guys that you guys can enjoy. You can see how easy I knocked this one down. You know, a bit of breaching clear on it, Nova Bomb, and it's pretty much all over. You know, these videos are here to help you guys out as much as you can, and I do really enjoy doing them. So please do leave a comment in the chat if they do help you, and if you want me to continue making videos like this. But I do really do appreciate everyone that sends me messages and says thank you and puts comments and stuff and likes and the videos and things like that. So thank you very, very, very much from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you very, very much, team. Deuces.